Good evening, people. This is Clarissa Williams coming at you today. Took a break for about maybe a week. I wanted to work on this document, and I knew it was going to take some time to work on this. Judge Catherine Tiffany and Judge Teresa Dunbar wasn't as complex as this the situation that I have with Judge Rochelle Conits. So I'm going to talk about Judge Rochelle Conits and the role that she played with in the kidnapping of my daughter. And I want you to see, this is a falsified probable cause court order signed by Judge Rochelle Conits. The probable cause hearing took place on December the 15th, 2021. And we're gonna roll with that today because, once again, I am a whistleblower. I'm blowing a whistle on Greenville County Department of Social Services for misconduct, corruption, kidnapping, falsification of documents, forgery, perjury, lying while under oath, changing doctor statements, changing dates, and abusing their powers, and attempting to cover up their crimes. And those judges over there, those 4 judges that I named, trying to cover up DSS crimes, and they all signed court orders, which has actually resulted in my daughter being abandoned in the state of Georgia, being illegally placed in the state of Georgia, and ultimately led to her being physically, mentally abused and neglected, totally neglected all around the board. My daughter should have never left this state. They broke laws when they sent her across state lines. So I'm hoping the United States Attorney General and the FBI and the Department of Justice, I'm going to get them involved. It's going to take a little time, but I ain't going to stop. I will never leave these people alone until me and my daughter receive justice. So here we go. Now, this is the notice that was sent to me from the Department of Social Services. So if you look, first of all, it's not stamped. Now, I'm going to show you, it's supposed to be stamped because here's 2 other ones. Now, notice of hearing, let's back up. Notice of hearing and certificate of service. This one says notice of hearing and certificate of service. It's been filed. They filed that with the clerk of the court, got an original stamp on it. And they sent that one, that was to me, to my old address. It's been stamped. Now, here's another one. It's been stamped. Now, the funny part, let me see, about this one says notice of hearing and certificate of service. This one says certificate of service and notice of hearing. Now, they done flipped the words around, so I'm not understanding this. Notice of service and certificate of service, and this one says certificate of service and notice of hearing. This one is stamped with original stamp on it. The one that they sent, that they had attached to this when they sent it to me, look at it. It doesn't have a stamp on it. And then you can see this funny print up here. I don't know what's going on with this. Look at this. Now, who sends somebody something like this? A state agency. Okay, so we're going to keep rolling. Okay, let me pull this back out because I'm going to show you this. Now, when you look at number 2, only my name is on this document. Her father's name is supposed to be on this. And my daughter's name is not on here. Okay? So I'm going to let you see. I'm just showing you how they met. This is not clerical errors. These people have gotten so comfortable with falsifying these documents because they know those judges ain't going to do nothing. And those attorneys over there at Greenville County Courthouse ain't stopping them. Because I don't even have a law license. I'm not no attorney. But I'm an intelligent individual, and I know, once again, when somebody been paper hustling me. So you mean to tell me an attorney who went to school, got a law license, ain't catch this stuff? You ain't catch this, attorney such and such, and you ain't catching this. I don't know why, unless you're involved with it. Because should be something you should be addressing to the courts when you see some misconduct and corruption like this. So let's stay on point. So I want you to see the ex parte petition for ex parte. My name, his name, that was my daughter's name, date of birth. Okay, and then we're gonna look at the ex parte order that was. Let me let you see this because I'm gonna say, well, we don't know who that's from. Well, you're gonna find out. That's from the criminal, Sam Wilder. Okay, then we're gonna let you see this one. That's the ex parte order. that Judge Tarita Dunbar signed for DSS, taking my daughter. Now, look at this. Usually when you go to court and you get an order, it tell you all the parties' names that was listed. That's how I know this hearing didn't take place. Ain't no transcript of this. They said that hearing, that alleged hearing, is not on Judge Tarita Dunbar's recorder on December the 13th. They didn't say it wasn't working. They didn't say she didn't tape in, that her recorder wasn't working that day. They said yours. And the attorney told me over there, we don't really have the hearing. We just get the judge to sign off on it. So you're taking people's children without no evidence or facts of anything. That ex parte hearing didn't take place. I'm belief and information, and I'm standing by that. Look, my name, his name, the child's name was there, but I crossed it out. So once again, I don't know what's going on at that courthouse, but I can tell you something right now. It's illegal. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. Okay, so like I showed you that about my daughter's name not on it. We're gonna keep going. I got a little note sheet I'm working with here. Okay. Now let's get Now when I first got this paper from Sam Weldon, let me see. This is this one. Now we're gonna flip real quick. The ex parte. No. Let's go. December the 14th. I gotta keep it going here, y'all. Excuse me. Okay, let's go to this. December the 14th. This is a cover sheet. This one got a cover sheet. That little fraudulent ex parte petition. This don't have no cover sheet. It's supposed to have a cover sheet when you file it with the court. Or they slipped up. They're gonna keep slipping up. So okay, let's keep going. They don't have one there. Okay, so I want you to see December the 14th, right here, Sam Weldon. He filed this. I want you to see. He does a lot of illegal activity over there, and he's a managing attorney. He need to go to jail, committing crimes against people. Okay, now look, this is what he filed. You can see it, December the 14th. Now, my probable cause hearing took place on December the 15th. Now look, I don't know how he got this, but on this summons, notice of hearing, right to counsel, before I even went, he had already scheduled my hearings on the merit or merit on, my hearing on the merits for January 18, 2022. He scheduled that, or somebody at DSS did, because this was the day before I went to the probable cause hearing. Okay, so I want to read something to you. I'm just showing you these people don't follow laws over there. So my General Assembly, y'all need to know, you making laws for no reason. Ain't no reason for you to go down there, because they ain't following them. They don't care nothing about what y'all say. And I don't understand why y'all ain't doing that to these judges and DSS. Who is the oversight committee? Because they ain't doing nothing, huh? You need to start doing something to these people and pay attention and listen to parents so you can find out what's really going on over there. So this relates to the probable cause hearing. That this says everything about the probable cause hearing that got to take place. Now, I'm going to let you see this, because y'all need to see this. Okay, at the probable cause hearing, it says, look, the court shall set the time and date for the hearing on the merits. Did you see that? The court. Did you hear that, Sam Weldon? Now, I'm going to show y'all this again. The court should set it at the probable cause hearing. So, Mr. Sam Weldon, how did you set this? It's filed by the clerk of the court. Your signature on this, sir? How did you file that? How did you get that court date? Because it said that the probable cause hearing was on December the 15th. You filed this on December the 14th after you got this date. I don't know how you got that. Didn't I tell y'all? DSS is operating like the court, like the judges and the courthouse, and ain't nobody stopping them. Who stops these people? Who? So you mean to tell me nobody's seeing this stuff? The managers, district managers, nobody sees what I see, huh? I'm the only one that's smart over there. So you weren't supposed to do this. See, I told you they break laws over there. We're gonna keep rolling. Put my little sheet back in order. Okay, we also gonna keep going. Let me see what else. What else? Okay, then let's read this. Now it says, I'm gonna read this to you too, real quick. We're gonna keep rolling, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all how these are lawbreakers. These judges are lawbreakers. These judges they don't follow the law when they take your children, and the Supreme Court don't even know what's going on in them courthouses. Because most of these people, those attorneys ain't gonna send that stuff up to the appeals court and to the Supreme Court. I'm gonna read you this. We're gonna go back one now, because you need to know this. Okay, probable cause hearing tells you everything what happens at that probable cause hearing. It says The hearing on the merits to determine whether removal of custody is needed pursuant to section 63-7-1660. And I'm gonna let you see this real quick because I just want you to see. I want you to see. 1660. So you'll stay with me. Okay, 1660. Let me see. Okay, you go right here. You're hereby notified that a hearing pursuant to South Carolina Section Code 63-7-1660 has been set. Okay? All right, so let's go back. We're going to go back to 17. Probable cause hearing. The hearing on the merits to determine whether removal of custody is needed pursuant to Section 63-7-1660 must, look at that word, no ifs, ands, or buts, be held within 35 days of the date of receipt of the removal petition. You hear that? It must be held within 35 days of the removal petition. So let me show you how they broke another law. Removal petition. This is the removal petition where DSS, Mr. Sam Weldon asked Judge Tarita Dunbar to take my baby from me, which she did sign that order. Okay, so he sent this over. Okay, from the date it was filed. Okay, so December the 13th. Can't see it real good. You can. December 13th, 2:05. He filed this. So you got 35 days. Count 35 days, which come up with January 17th. They said must. Did you hear that? Must take place. They didn't schedule it till December the 18th. So you scheduled this for the 36 days. So you broke a law again because this was supposed to take place by January 17th, which you know it couldn't have because you scheduled it for January 18th. Broke another law. I want you to see these laws. You see the Supreme Court, Appeals Court? Y'all, I really pray to God that y'all gonna listen to me. The FBI, you're gonna get these videos too, and the Department of Justice and the United States Attorney General. Look what these people doing. These are crimes. They are destroying families. Okay, we're gonna keep rolling. Okay, so let's keep rolling. That's number 8. So let's keep rolling, y'all. Y'all need to see what they doing over there because they gonna knock on your door, your friend's door. Now look, trial judge, the Honorable Rochelle Conits. I ain't went to no trial. This says probable cause removal order. That ain't no trial. Wrong. See? That wasn't no trial. See that? Look at all these. They don't even care because they know ain't nobody gonna stop them. They know the Supreme Court and the Appeals Court don't even look at this. They don't even get these documents. So they got a whole state agency in a big old building over there, falsifying documents left and right, look like a confetti party over there. Ain't an ounce of truth in these documents. So I'm gonna keep rolling because I want y'all to see. I caught you. Okay, number 8, caseworker. That's that lady Haley Rogers that I showed y'all got about 6 or 7 job titles over there. Now today is her job title is a caseworker. Look at that. Number 9. Okay, so it says my attorney's name is missing. I had an attorney by the name of Angelica Hernandez. Where's her name? It says plaintiff's attorney. Usually they put the my attorneys down there. It's not down there, but I'm gonna show you they know she was there because they put appearances were as listed above. The following persons were also present for the hearing. Angelica Hernandez. That's not no Angelica. That is attorney Angelica Hernandez, DSS. Got that? She's not even on there. Look at that. This is a disaster. This is why I told you it's gonna be a disaster with this Judge Conits, honey. And let me get back up here. Now, we went to court December the 15th. They filed it 2 weeks later, December 29th. 2 weeks. You're supposed to file these papers immediately. Okay, so we're going to keep rolling. Number 10, removal hearings to be held on January 18th at 2:30. I think I already touched bases on that, but we're going to flip over real quick. We're going to stay on point. Okay, let's see. Okay. So we're going to keep rolling on that. Okay, we got that one. Okay, so now look at this disaster. Now I want you to look. Now they put his name. Now remember I showed you this one, little staple just like this. His name, the Blue Aristotle name is not there. But you attached it, and somebody took a pen and wrote this man's name in like a kindergartner. Now they have my daughter's name on this page, but they don't have it here. See how sloppy they done got? Because they know the family court ain't going to do nothing. That's their friends over there. They buddies. Now look at this. Somebody hand wrote all that mess in there. Okay, so we're going to go on down. Now look at number 11. The child entered foster care on December. First it says on July the 6th, 2021. You see that? My baby entered foster care. Now, you know that's a lie from the pits of hell. Because they done filed this petition to ask to take my daughter. This is DSS, Sam Weldon, managing attorney. Managing attorney, I'm going to keep saying that name real loud. Look at that. He done filed to December 13th. So can somebody please tell me where the hello they got that July from? You tell me that. And then took a black pen and wrote through a legal document like a kindergartner and put December the 13th, 2021. Look at that. You can't be writing all over no documents like this. And if you do make change, you got to initial and date it. I know that from taking clerical classes in high school, doing work for banks or whatever. No, ma'am. Who did that? Some old criminal over there. That's right. That's why I'm calling you, because you commit crimes against the public. Okay, now look. Okay, December the 13th. Now, let me show you another lie. I done called about 10 lies already since I just been talking to y'all. They say she entered foster care on December 13th. No, she ain't no foster care on no 13th. Let me see. Well, I'm going to show you exactly what it said. So you know that's a lie. So let me let you see this. And I don't care. This is the transcript. What page number is that? Page 11. Yeah, we getting with it now because I want them to go to jail. Okay, page 11. Let me see. Lines 1 through 21. All right, now, when this ex parte order was granted on the afternoon of December the 13th, I guess that would have been 2 days ago. So we was in court on December the 15th. 2 days ago was December the 13th. And do you remember it was when I actually brought this order to you? Do you remember? Now, this is Sam Weldon, DSS attorney, questioning Haley Rogers, the DSS worker with all those job titles. Yes, and it was close to 5 o'clock. She said yes on Monday afternoon. Monday was the 13th. Yes, sir. And did you make an attempt to get the child? I did. With this order on Monday night? Yes, sir. Were you able to locate? No, I was not. All right. When were you able to pick up the child? I picked up the child the next day of school. The next day would be December the 14th. And on a Tuesday? Yes. Okay. So the next day was December the 14th. So that's a lie. That is a lie. You did not pick her up on the 13th. You did not put her on foster. You put her on foster care on December the 14th. See that? Another lie. Look at this one. This is the biggest one. The child entered foster care on December 13, 21 as a result of emergency protective custody removal by law enforcement and has continuously been in DSS custody and foster care placement since that day. Did you see that? Law enforcement. That's another lie from the pits of hell. Okay, so you say law enforcement. Okay. So let's look at the petition to act, ex parte order. That means let me tell you what ex parte order is. It means the other party is not there. It's a dirty, corrupt way to take children. You're not going to be there. And I told you, an attorney said, we don't really have a hearing. We just go in front of the judge and ask her to sign it. Okay, that's why can't none of this be found at the South Carolina Judicial Branch. Ain't none of this information found. This is a little paper right here. And I told you don't even have a cover sheet. Don't say you ask the judge. Let me tell you something, because you got to have a cover sheet. You got to have a cover sheet when you go in there and ask the judge for a hearing. You got to have one of these. See? Sam Weldon. You got to have a cover sheet. You got to say what you want. You got to have something to it. You got to have that, and there's another little sheet that you got to have when you ask the judge for the time, how much time you need. You got to sign it. It's another sheet. I'm trying to see if it's with it because I want you to see it. I don't have that one. But you ask the judge how much time you need, she got to sign it or whatever. That's how you get your hearings. Okay, they don't have that. So listen, you said law enforcement. What did it say? South Carolina County of Greenville, SCDSS. That's DSS. Who's the plaintiff? DSS. Where you get law enforcement from? Law enforcement ain't got nothing to do with this case, okay? Y'all need to stop that. See, let me tell you about law enforcement. Law enforcement don't need a court order. Did you hear that, ladies? Listen to me. So you better pray to God DSS don't have no friends over at law enforcement, because you're going to be in trouble. Because they don't need a court order. They can take your child right out their house because they feel like the child was threatened. Then they can put your child in foster care until you get a hearing. But if you go to Greenville County, they may not. They don't follow the law. They don't operate like that. They do what they want to do, and nobody stops them. So I would advise you to come to your house, get your recorder going, okay? But I have read a few stories where law enforcement wouldn't take those children when DSS asked them to. You gotta be able to prove that the children hurt or harm. You just can't go take people's kids. Okay, so look, so they said law enforcement took my baby. Look at that. Now I'm gonna show you this Tarita Dunbar order. Her ex parte order. I think I just had it. I gotta show you that real quick. Okay, look at this order. So I'm gonna read it to you. Why? Because I don't know where the hello they keep talking about law. Therefore, it is ordered. Emergency protective custody. Okay, if requested by DSS shall be accompanied by a duly authorized law enforcement officer when it attempts to take the child into custody. It should be the duty of the company law enforcement officer to remove physically the child from the premises where the child is found. Did you hear that? They can come accompany you. So you said my daughter was taken by law enforcement. No, she was not. She was taken by y'all from school. Law enforcement ain't have nothing. They said they can accompany y'all. Y'all filed this against me. See that? They tell lies over there. It's called falsification documents. Ain't an ounce of truth in this document. And I'm going to just do several segments of this now because I want you to see this. I'm going to stop this in a minute because it's going to be too long. Now, this is a court order. The Honorable Rochelle Conits, okay? December 15th. And then I'm going to come back because this is going to take a long time for me to get through. Now, I'm not going to show you that part because that's going to blow you away. Okay, so we are stopping on what number was that? Because I numbered these. I'm going back this thing sentence by sentence. So we stopped at number 12. That's what we stopped at. Now, y'all see all these lies I caught these people in. You know what? The DSS need to be shut down in Greenville County. Y'all need to go pulling laptops out of there, computers, hard drives, everything you can think of. Because I got the proof right here. And let me tell you something. This camera ain't going to stop rolling until the day I die. You hear that? And every time a parent calls me and tells me that y'all done took them kids illegally and you breaking laws and nobody's following the rule of law, I'm going to post these videos for them. And I'm going to help you out because this should not be happening in the United States of America, that a whole courthouse full of corrupt judges letting DSS take over that courthouse and run that courthouse. Those judges have an obligation. They took an oath to obey the law, be faithful, and uphold that law, and they are not doing that, and they are destroying families. We got to stop them because they're going to knock on your door and they're going to take some kids out and you ain't going to know what to do. So once again, you better go get that book that I'm telling you about right now because that's the only way you're going to know what they're doing wrong to you. Because and trust me, some of those attorneys know, those attorneys know what's going on over there. You know they do. I ain't the only smart one over there, but they don't go up against those judges. And remember, this is a racketeering business. This is a multi-million or billion-dollar business, foster care. Sure is. They making money, so they don't care. And something else involved in this too. I got to figure it out. So get this. Go to the South Carolina General Assembly website or state legislature. Print it out. Read this mug. And then this one you're going to know how they did you wrong. So stay tuned. Go to my YouTube channel, Clarissa Speaks the Truth, because that's what I do. And there's lots of other videos on there showing this public corruption and abuse of power and all this criminal activity that's going on at Greenville County, South Carolina Family Courthouse. Take care.